Welcome to Math Superhero Academy. Today we'll learn how the distributive property helps us break down tricky multiplication problems into simpler ones. Let's discover this math superpower. Look at this multiplication, 6 times 7. We can break 7 into 5 plus 2. Which equation correctly shows the distributive property? Excellent! 6 times 7 is equal to 6 times 5 plus 2 equals 6 times 5 plus 6 times 2. This is the distributive property. We multiply each part separately and then add. Let's use the distributive property to solve 6 times 7. Complete the equation. Great job! 6 times 5 is equal to 30 and 6 times 2 is equal to 12, so 30 plus 12 is equal to 42. The distributive property helped us solve 6 times 7. You've learned to use the distributive property to break down multiplication problems into smaller parts that are easier to solve. This helps us use facts we already know to solve harder problems. Now let's try using this strategy with larger numbers. Let's use the distributive property to solve 6 times 13. We can break 13 into 10 plus 3 to make multiplication easier. Complete the equation. Excellent! You've correctly broken 13 into 10 plus 3 to make the multiplication easier. Now let's calculate each part and find the final answer. Great calculation! 6 times 10 is equal to 60 and 6 times 3 is equal to 18, so 60 plus 18 is equal to 78. Using the distributive property made this problem much easier. Great job! You've learned to use the distributive property to simplify multiplication. 1. Breaking numbers into parts makes multiplication easier. 2. Breaking numbers into tens and ones is especially helpful. 3. This strategy helps solve larger multiplication problems. You now have a powerful math superpower to make multiplication easier.